Is it enough to have good intentions, to do the right thing, without a plan to back it up? This is a question that Taiwan must answer. The island has phased out nuclear power. Taipei has shut down its last reactor. Some experts are hailing this move as it pushes the island closer to its renewable energy targets. But it's not without major concerns. Here's a report.
Tensions continue to simmer between China and Taiwan. In recent months, Beijing has intensified military activity around the island, which it claims as part of its territory. Last month, China simulated strikes on key ports and energy sites in Taiwan. So now the island has shut down the Ma'anshan nuclear power plant. It has operated for 40 years. It was the country's last nuclear reactor, but now it has been closed. Taiwan insists that this is due to safety concerns, not just from China, but also from natural disasters, with Taiwan being in an earthquake-prone zone, to avoid a scenario similar to Japan's Fukushima disaster.
When
it comes to nuclear power, I come back to the question of safety.
There is also an additional and more pressing goal. The island targets net zero emissions by 2050. So President Lai Ching-te has long vowed to phase out nuclear power, which produces almost no greenhouse gas emissions, unlike fossil fuels, coal and gas, but does generate toxic long-term waste. While the move towards renewable energy is crucial in the fight against climate change, it comes with major concerns. For starters, the transition will be tough. Most of Taiwan's power is fossil fuel-based. Last year, liquefied natural gas accounted for about 42% and coal about 39%. Meanwhile, renewable energy made up about 11%, well short of the government's target, to hit 20% by the end of this year. Nuclear contributed to about 5% of the electricity generation. It doesn't sound like much, but following the reactor shutdown, in order to maintain power supply, Taiwan will derive about 84% of its electricity from fossil fuels.
Taiwan is such a small place, and currently there's no other better and more efficient natural energy source that can replace nuclear power.
So contrary to the goal, carbon emissions will spike. This is related to the second big problem, energy crunch. Taiwan is home to an energy-guzzling chip industry with data centers and chip makers.
For TSMC and other electronics factories, the most important thing is electricity, and our economy depends on them.
Taiwan's power demand is projected to rise 13% by the end of this decade. Each shuttered reactor adds about $500 million in LNG import costs. So that's an expenditure of about $2 billion per year. Speaking of imported fossil fuels, the third problem is also what led to the reactor shutdown: threat from China. If there is a Chinese blockade, the island's fossil fuel reserves will last just about a month. So Taiwan's energy security cannot be guaranteed.
More than 95% of Taiwan's energy relies on import. Then, if our relation with the other side becomes increasingly tense, it only needs to conduct a military exercise.
In the long term, renewable energy has a number of benefits. It can combat climate change and bolster self-reliance and energy security. But these are long-term benefits nonetheless. So in the short term, Taiwan will have to come up with a realistic plan, or its good intentions could quickly become its Achilles heel.
At Firstpost, we are choosing to hold on to accuracy. That means we won't always be first. We may not get you your breaking alert. But what you will get is what we owe you. And that is the truth. Verified, checked, and cross-checked. We rely on sources and verified ones. After all, that's what separates a journalist from a loudspeaker. But sometimes even we miss a beat. And when we do, we will tell you. That is our commitment to you. We will wait, we will verify, We will ask again, and only then will we tell you. No noise, no panic, just the facts. Because right now, that is what the country needs most.